What is up, everybody? This is my Batwoman Season 2, Episode 16. We got 2 more episodes left after this episode, and it is entitled Rebirth. It was basically the Arrow crossover with John Diggle in it, which honestly kind of like sucked. I mean, they could have done more with the character, but he was just there for like, what, 4 minutes? But anyway, other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a great episode, and Batwoman Season 2 is honestly, like, besides Superman Lois, the best Arrowverse show on right now. No cap. But, anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling so we can roll that intro, and let's roll. This episode started off with a dude running out of a building with a briefcase, and when he gets into his car, we obviously know he's being followed because he's running, but we see a blade going through the top of his car, and yeah, it was pretty obvious after this, or when we saw the costume. I thought it was Whisper, Adair, but later it's revealed it's Tatiana, and it's kind of hard to uh, tell a difference, but Batman comes in and saves that dude eventually, and yeah, I think it's really sudden that the Sophia and everybody's back. I mean, it's like cool how they tied it all together in this episode, but it's very quick, but it ultimately makes sense, so I'm not complaining, because Sophia was a really good villain in my opinion in the beginning of the season. And by the way, I have reviews on all of those episodes from. I did a review on episode 1, but it got copyright strike, so I took it down. But every single one besides episode 1 of this season, I have 15 reviews for Batwoman, and you can go and watch them all if you want to hear my original thoughts on Sophia. They're pretty bad videos, to be honest. I didn't even have a microphone like I do now. But anyway, Batwoman tells the people in the Batcave that to send a medic, but the Batcave is empty. So Luke is sitting on the edge of Wayne Tower, and Ryan comes in, and Ryan and Luke talk, and Luke reveals that he saw his father. He wanted to die, which is just very dark, just to blatantly say, and it kind of broke my heart, man. It's just sad, because Luke is one of my favorite characters that he just wants to die, and we saw that in the last episode, which again, you can watch my review for it. Okay, I'll stop it. But we have Black Mask and Sophia talking, and if the promo images didn't reveal that Sophia was in here, I'd have no idea, and I would have been like, what? Which honestly, I wish they kind of did, but I get it. But him and Sophia talk, and they kind of have a thing, and they have a Roman tells Sophia what he's going to tell the public to say how Cersei's back alive, and they show the commercial, and he talks about how Alice gave her a new face, and Sophia's like, you idiot! Alice's real name is Beth Kane. So, I like that moment. But, Kate is working out, or I'm gonna say Kate when it's really Cersei at this moment, but, a vase breaks, which, tells Cersei to go out and investigate, where, Alice kidnaps her, and, like, I just want to say in this moment, not this photo, wait a second, oh wait, I should get off here for that, this moment, she honestly kind of looks like Kate Kane. She has that same stupid thing that she does with her lips and the same hair. She's doing a very convincing, job replacing Ruby Rose. She's a much better actor, too. No offense to Season 1 lovers, but I think Ruby Rose and Kate Kane were the worst part of that season for the character and the acting. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Mary and Ryan talk about something as, Ryan's going through a safe house, and she sees the trail of blood, and Mary's walking her through it, through the comms. And, I'm sorry if you're getting distracted. I'm fidgeting with my phone case. Yeah, no, I got something else to fidget with. But, Tatiana, appears, because Tatiana's the one that killed the blind person that Ryan found. And I love when they do the night vision, because we get the white eyes in the bat suit, which looks so cool always. And her and Tatiana banter real quick before they have it. You can't even call it a fight. It's just like a scrumble or like a wrestle, Just like it's a scrum. It's just like they didn't even fight really, but by the end, Tatiana's mask gets off, and it's revealed that it's Tatiana from Koreana. Oh my god, that rhymed. Is it like how in Supernatural and Lucifer, every angel's name ends in EL? Castiel, Anjabiel, Gabriel, Raphael. Crap. Anyway, I'm getting off tangent. We have Jacob talking to Alice when Ocean comes in with the bag of stuff that they need, and Alice and Ocean Ocean and Jacob get introduced to each other, and honestly, both these characters, you've seen the episode if you're watching this, they're gone by the end of the episode, basically, and I wish I would have seen more of these characters. I love the dynamic. Mr. Kane, I'm happy to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you, but throughout this, it gets explained that Alice still has the ability to love. It was, the doctor, I'm forgetting the name, Nigma, she's Riddler's wife or daughter, I can't remember, but whatever, that, Nigma took the, Alice's ability to love away, and that's why she was so cold-hearted in season 1 until all that memory got unlocked and she could finally love again where she saw Ocean. And I wish they got a happy ending, but that was honestly never in the cards that was possible, and it was always going to end some way like this with both their involvement in Koreana and this. I don't know, it's just sad what happens to Ocean, looking back on it, and I can't wait to rewatch season 2, man. It's gonna be a journey. But, yeah, Mary and, Ryan talking. Mary's kind of filling in for Luke this episode, as Luke does, what Luke does. And speaking of Luke, he has a fake ID, so we're pulling an actual Supernatural here with your fake IDs, and he gets into a cop bar, which he immediately finds Tabernoff there, and, Tabernoff and Luke talk, and this is amazing. I love their rivalry, and if you aren't aware, Tabernoff in the comics is Batwing's arch enemy, and if you've been on social media, you know that the Batwing suit has been revealed, and if you've been paying attention to set photos, it's been revealed. And also, I have a post with set photos, so I'll link it down below if you just wanna, if you don't want to look for it. But yeah, this is just an amazing talk, and Tabernoff's like, are you giving me another excuse to I'll get out scot-free. You'll be the one holding a gun in it again soon, and nothing will happen to me. Which, this being Batwoman and what's happened the past couple episodes, I wouldn't be surprised if Tabernoff walks away scot-free, or he goes to Arkham or Blackgate. I don't know which, but I'm predicting one or the other. I'm very excited to see what happens. But after Tabernoff leaves, John Diggle comes in. Yeah, we got John Diggle, yeah? Last time we saw him was like February 2020. Timeline-wise, it would be January 2020. This is May 2020, timeline-wise. But, yeah, John's just a welcome inclusion in this episode. Too little John, by the way. But, also, too many people named John in the Arrowverse. We got John Henry Irons on Superman Lois. Oh, sorry, spoiler. oh, I have reviews on Superman Lois. If you want to watch those, I'll link them down below. But we have Alice and Jacob talk, and Alice explains that there's a certain keyword, but oh, Evelyn Rayner, that's what it was. Evelyn Rayner knew the certain word, but she's dead now, so they got to go through some objects, and they give Kate some objects, and or Cersei. I'm gonna call her Kate though. And Jacob tells the story of how Kate got grounded for having a blunt in one of the pockets of the bag, and it turned out to be one of the best summers. But the other story was, it was a great story, man. Rachel Skarsten is by far the best actress on this show, or on the CW. I think she could really compete with movie people. I mean, Grant Gustin, Tom Cavanagh, Stephen Amell were all amazing. Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki are all great by themselves, but Rachel Skarsten can rival all of them in my opinion. But she brings down a mug that says Mind Reader, and it tells the story of how Kate had a crush on a girl when they were little, but she couldn't tell she was still in the closet. So, but Beth knew that she was gay, so she made Kate that mug that said Mind Reader in pride colors, or a rainbow. And it's just a beautiful story, man. And that story does break Cersei and Kate apart, and it makes Cersei have flashes of Kate, young Kate, in we have a lot of young Kate this season. Young Kate is in Alice's cell from when she was a kid, so Alice is talking to Kate, and I believe this episode was amazing, but this was probably one of the best scenes of that episode. And as we're talking here, why not grab some popcorn? We have like 23 minutes of the review left, so yeah. But yeah, 23 minutes. I can make a whole. That's like a whole episode of cartoons. But anyway, Alice grabs Kate's hand, and through this, when we see in Kate's head, Beth is now there with Kate, and they are united. And Kate finally found Beth, and Jacob's like, "That's not how it actually happened." But whatever, Jacob. Shut up. We're trying to free Kate. I know you're Doug Ray Scott, and you probably have a lot of money, but just shut up. No, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. I actually like Jacob. That was just a bad joke. Choke? No joke. But anyway, Kate is now kind of Kate now. Her mind's kind of broken. But Luke is doing a poker game now. Oh no. Sorry, I have to hold the record button down until I keep doing this. My finger slipped. Luke just quickly talks to Kate, not Kate, Ryan, before and Jacob talks to Mary on the phone, and Jacob tells Mary that Kate Kane is still alive. Your sister's still alive, but you can't tell anybody because we're trying to. She's not fully Kate yet. She's still Cersei, and yeah. But as Jacob's on the phone, he gets jumped by some false face members, and really the false face members are here for Kate, because it's Roman Tyrannus' daughter. You get it, you've watched the episode. But yeah, Alice tells Kate to run, and Kate runs, and Alice defends everything, and it's just really great. And Alice gets taken down by false face members, where Tatiana is the one leading, which showing that Coriana and the false face have really been working together and teaming up, and that's why earlier in the season we saw false face and Coriana in the beginning half. It wasn't just the graphic novel situation, which really the Flash is given like 4 episodes to Godspeed, not even that, because one has to deal with Diggle's crap, but we know that's gonna be like this now. But the Diggle episode of the Flash hopefully won't be like this. I hope, man. But Ryan is driving, talking to Mary. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. And Ryan runs into Kate running out of the Crows building. And I'm sorry, I'm fidgeting or something. And Ryan is like, "Are you Kate Kane?" And Kate's like, "Can I get you back on that or whatever?" And yeah, I just really enjoy what's her name? I forgot it. I'm sorry. I know the name. I just can't say it. I really enjoy her version of Kate. Wallace Day is the name I was looking for. Sorry, I had to pause and look at that. Wallace Day plays Kate Kane today, but they go back to, we're back on Luke, and he is he's playing poker, where Tabernoff puts Luke puts in all of his chips. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to play poker. So I don't know if he's winning or not. Well, eventually he does win, but we'll get to that. But Tabernoff makes a big speech and everything, and Diggle's out eventually. But Diggle is like, "Hey, I'm from Star City. That's why I'm here. That's why you haven't seen me a lot." Well, if he's Star City, he should say Metropolis, because that's where he moved to. But yeah. I don't know, but yeah, Tabernoff and Luke and Diggle talk real quick, but you can tell from the gate that really Diggle doesn't care for Tabernoff or like him anyway. But Tabernoff makes this big speech and is like, "I win," and he places down 2 cards or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, suck it, Luke. I win." And then Luke makes this big speech again. They're so dramatic, and not dramatic, but it was one of the best scenes of the episode, man. Luke getting back on Tabernoff is just amazing, and I'm all here for it. But sorry, I had a mini burp. I don't know why I'd tell you guys that, but that was weird. But Luke plays down his cards, and he won, and he's like, "It's easy for the house to win when they're cheating, because Tabernoff said the house always wins." And Luke takes his money, and that looked like a big stack of money, I'm not gonna lie. I get why Tabernoff would want to take it back from Luke, but yeah. But here we have Jacob being taken to Roman Sionis' office, and he is Roman and Jacob talk, and yeah, it's just it's a pretty great scene. I like their dynamic. Roman Sionis is a great villain for Batwoman. I know when we all heard Black Mask was going to be in it, we thought since he's like a big Batman villain, he was just going to be in there for like a couple, like 1 episode. But no, he's like the main villain for season 2, besides Sapphira. But they talk, and Jacob's like, "Whatever you do, I'll have CCPD at your doorstep the next day." And then all the false face members take off their masks, and you can hear me smiling because they're so dope. And they whip out their badges showing that Roman Sionis owns the GCPD, and GCPD is corrupt, just like the Crows. So Batwoman is really the only hope for the city of saviors that are not corrupt or are secretive or something. But yeah, Jake, and then one of the CCPD people arrest Jacob Kane. So yeah, but Luke is trying to walk to wherever, and as he's walking, Tabernoff comes out, and Tabernoff's like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you up for my money back. That was not rude, kid. You're disrespecting me." And like, why would he respect you? Diggle gets in this later, but they fight, and Luke full on is ready for it. He wanted this. You see, Luke, Cameras is Cameras Johnson, I think is his last name. He does such a good job playing Luke, and he's just such a great actor in the scene, where you physically saw like how hard he wanted to hit Tabernoff. He wants to, like, he has such a vendetta, and I'm here for it. But Diggle pulls Tabernoff off Luke, after Luke got on the floor, or Luke fell on the floor, and Tabernoff's like, he wasn't respecting me, and Diggle's just so fed up of it, so Diggle, because he just hits Tabernoff, and Tabernoff flies back, and it's so cool, and Diggle's like, why would he respect you? I heard you shot him the other day. Why would he respect you? And Diggle is awesome. So happy, man. I'm not happy that Diggle didn't meet Batwoman, because, like, one of these new characters has to at least know that Kate Kane isn't Batwoman right now. But let's wait till the finale for that answer that Kate Kane isn't Batwoman, because I have a feeling that by the end of the season that Ryan will be useless as Batwoman. But I don't know. I'm not fully still trusting this show. But anyway, I'm not even talking about the scene that's going on right now. I'm so sorry. Yeah, they all talk, and they bring Kate to the tower, but as that happens, Mary and Ryan talk, and it's just, whoa, I got a little scared, sorry. Oh. I think you could hear me get scared. Sophie, walks in, and they, are like, Sophie recognizes Kate so fast. Even with all that stuff, it's just Kate, which I'm so happy they didn't. Ryan also warns Sophie that it's not Kate, but Kate and Kate and Sophie hug, and this is why I'm so happy they didn't go for a Ryan and Sophie relationship. I knew it wouldn't work. Even though I didn't care for their relationship in season 1, Kate and Sophie. I'm so happy that they got reunited, and I feel like if Sophie has to be with somebody, it would have to be Kate, because Ryan would not work, and it would just be repeating the same thing, which I'm so happy they didn't do it, which can I say I'm so happy about that for another reason. Wow. I just went off on a tangent, but I'm sorry, but they go in, Kate gets another flash of her memories, and Kate, it's young Kate, and the door opens to the other side of the cell, and it's Cersei Sionis. Now, Kate and Cersei battle out in her head, but we don't see it. So, Cersei takes control, and Kate, or Cersei, who's in control, kind of, like, pushes, Mary, so Mary gets, like, a needle of something that she keeps in her boot at all time and stabs Kate with it real quick to knock her out. But here we have, in this episode, it's so many great scenes, but I think this had to be one of the best scenes of this episode, one of the best scenes of the series, or, hell, one of the best Diggle scenes. He comforts Luke and tells Luke about his father and tries to make a connection between Luke and himself, because their fathers died when they both were so young. And yeah, he talks about what happened in season 7, episode 19 of Arrow, where we found out the truth about his father and everything, and it's just a great moment between these two amazing characters, and all these years of history between Diggle just built up in this moment. And right here, Diggle has a headache, which will be our main starter for this whole 4-part crossover that will probably end in what, October, September, with Supergirl. But yeah, Diggle also had a ring on his finger, which I'm guessing is the his wedding ring. But he says that he is here to see a brain surgeon. Luke says they have one of the best brain surgeons in the country in Gotham, and Diggle's like, yeah, I'm here to see somebody. That's why I'm in Gotham, and not a brain surgeon. I don't remember what it was, like a brain therapist or whatever. But the bat symbol is freaking out in Morse code. It's saying, Luke, we need Fox or whatever. And I think here Diggle catches on to what Luke really does, and with the whatever next crossover is, if Diggle becomes Green Lantern by the end of this 4-part thing with him. I want Green Lantern and Batwing to team up sometime, man. I know the trailer for Stargirl Season 2 came out today. I haven't watched it yet because I've been trying to do this review. But, yeah, I saw a picture of Jade, Alan Scott's daughter, and I know the CW can do Green Lantern now, so... But whatever. Sorry, I'm going on tangent. Jacob is on the news, and he's talking about, when you charge Alice for her crimes, remember what happened to Beth Kane. Don't charge Alice for Alice. Remember Beth Kane and whatever. And this breaks Alice's heart. And I saw people saying they don't like Alice's redemption arc, but I don't get why. It's just Alice deserves to be redempted. She's come so far. But anyway, back in the Batcave we have Ryan, Mary, and Luke is getting patched up, and they all are talking. And this when Luke gets the news that Kate Kane is still alive. I think they got really close by the end of season 1. You could see how hard it was on Luke in episode 1 and the first couple episodes, because honestly, at this point, Ryan hasn't even been Batwoman for 2 months, timeline wise. This is like June 11th, I think I put it. No, May 11th on my timeline, I think, for 2020, but whatever. I can't wait for Luke and Kate to meet. They ultimately didn't in this episode, but next episode, the season finale, and I don't want it to be Cersei. I want Kate and Luke to meet again. I can't wait for that moment, man. It's gonna be legendary. Not legendary, it would be great. But here we have Sophia and Alice talking, and Sophia's like, when you threw that, you burnt down the whole island of Coriana. Sorry, my finger slipped again. She's like, you destroyed 9 villages, but whatever. Batwoman comes in, and she comes with the Desert Rose, which is what they talk about in the Bat Cave. Not me talking about, Luke and Kate meeting again. But, yeah. Ryan brings the Desert Rose to Sophia to get Alice, because Alice is really the key to getting Kate Kane back. So, yeah, think about how far Ryan has come this season. She is sacrificing basically her last tie to her life before Batwoman with her plant, and just to save the woman who murdered her mother. She's just come so far, and it's impressive, but, yeah. I think this might have been a mistake given Sophia the Desert Rose, but this is just powerful and showing how far Ryan has come as a character. And I'm all here for it, and to be honest, I would be fine if in the finale Sophie and Kate just left Gotham, had a happy life, but whatever. I enjoy Ryan as Batwoman so much more than Kate. Maybe Kate and Batwoman can team up by themselves. Maybe Kate becomes Batgirl or whatever. Or spoiler. Hell, spoiler. Oh, wait, we have Stephanie Brown introduced this season. Never mind. I'm going on tangent again, but whatever. Speaking to Kate in the office, Kate wakes up in Kate's loft that Mary and Ryan are living at. Kate wakes up, or it's really Cersei at this point, who has Kate's memories. It's complicated. Kate and Sophie talk real quick, and Kate keeps getting flashes of young Kate Kane and Cersei Sionis talking, the actual 2 people. And I feel like if I feel like if Ruby Rose was willing to come back, she'd be the one fighting Cersei Sionis. But honestly, if Ruby Rose was willing to come back, we wouldn't even have Ryan Wilder as a character or Cersei Sionis in the show. So I just contradicted myself. I'm sorry. Yeah. But Kate sends Sophie out to go grab some from Kate's office. It's like some tasteless tequila or something. But this is one of the saddest parts of the episode. But one of the best parts at the same time is just, how they couldn't do anything in season 1. I don't even think they hired new writers. How could they do this? But anyway, Alice gets ambushed in her, like, sewer home by Tatiana, who, had been waiting there, apparently. And, Alice gets Sapphire's magic knife that can bring people back to life, and, holds it up to Tatiana's throat. And she's obviously not going to make the mistake of, killing Tatiana with that, so Alice stabs Tatiana with her own knife, and she does a little, like, afterwards, I love Alice, she goes, oopsie, that was the wrong knife, or whatever. I don't know, I thought that was funny, man, but she goes to investigate what happened to Ocean, and when she screams Ocean, it's just a bad sign, it just builds up, and during the scene, you know it's gonna happen, but you don't want it to happen, man, it's just painful, to describe at least, and Ocean sits there, covered in blood, not covered, but his throat has been slit, and I think if your throat has been slit by that blade, since it didn't stab you, if it stabs you, you can be brought back to life. If your throat's been slit, I think you're dead, man. If I can get a comment, RIP for Ocean, that would be great. Honestly, if you're still here in the video, when it finishes, go down description and DM me on Instagram and be like, I watched all 35 minutes of your Batwoman review. I'll follow you. But, Jacob calls, Mary from, prison, and is kind of like, hey, because of all the good work I've done, they said I can, go to the Metropolis prison, which I guess is where, the dude broke out of in episode 4, Superman Lois, man. So, I guess Jacob would go there now, or whatever, but, yeah. It's just, I guess they're writing Jacob off, or what if Jacob becomes a character in Superman Lois? Interesting. Cameo! Cameo! They should announce that soon if it's happening. But, well, at the bar, Mary, Ryan and Luke, not Mary, Ryan and Luke talk, and Luke's like, you really gave up your plant, I'm sorry about that. And Ryan isn't really mad about that, she's mad about Luke and everything, but, and she says, like, Luke, you can never say that, we need you to be here, we love you, you have your family here, please, never leave us, never say that you wanted to die, or whatever, from the beginning of it was just, it breaks all of our hearts, and up in the loft, I think you would call it, but, where Mary and Ryan live, Sophie freaks out and asks, because she can't find Kate, and Kate left. So at Roman Sionis' house, Kate is sitting there, as Roman comes in, and Kate asks, am I Kate Kane? Why do I have her fingerprints, Dad? Why do I have her memories? And Kate just full on confronts Roman right here. Cersei is obviously mostly in control here, but the door has been broken. It's either one or the other. But yeah, she's ready, and she's like, no, and she pulls another supernatural thing. She stabs someone in the middle of their hand, keeping them somewhere. So Roman's like, you really don't have, and that mask behind the Roman kind of looks like a court of owls, but I don't think they're hinting at anything. But eventually Sapphire comes in and is like, I'll tell you everything you need to know. I believe a woman should know everything about themselves, or whatever. And yeah, that is my review for Batwoman Season 2, Episode 16, Rebirth. I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope you, if you got here, DM me on Instagram, and I'll follow you. But honestly, if you would be so kind and you're already subscribed in, yeah, subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, which I would appreciate it. But, if you would be so kind to go down in the description, follow all their socials. That would be amazing. But yeah, go down in the description. We have a bunch of other videos linked that are amazing, and we took some time into. Yeah, I just really hope you enjoyed this view. But I'm gonna stop talking, and you can go find another video to watch. Goodbye.